how many questions. Today's little challenge is going to be how many questions I can get correct for practicing for the practice in 1 hour. So I'm going to set my timer to an hour. Okay. I'm going to have a notepad so I can tally what we did, what questions we got right. So we just can tally it up. So I'm going to go into make a new note. Number of questions. So I will put number of questions correct. And I'm just gonna put some little tick marks. And I'll count the tick marks at the very end. Okay, that's gonna be very fun. I might just put them in groups of 5 so we can get and put a space in between each one. Okay? So I'm gonna go in and do split view and go into. Okay, I'm gonna choose an app for today. Quizlet will be fine. So I'm gonna go into the first 7. So, which composer is known for the well-tempered clavier? Bach? Correct. Okay, so I'm going to put I'll put correct. Okay, that's 1. 1 correct so far. Which classical composer wrote over 100 symphonies and spent much of his career as the Esterhazy family? Haydn? That's 2. Okay, keep going. Which composer is known for naturalistic music and wrote Finale? Sibelius? That's 3. That's 3. 3 guys. Okay. Which Roman numeral represents a submedian in a major key? 6. That's 4. 4 now. 4. Keep tallying it in. Alright. What is the parallel minor of E major? Wait. Parallel minor. E minor. That is 5. Good. We're getting somewhere. Now I'm going to put a space, so note that I'm going to put at least 2 spaces so we can separate them. Who was the famous jazz trumpeter who created bebop into cool jazz equal to so what? Miles Davis? That's 6. Who composed the Fiber Suite? Stravinsky, Igor. That's 1, 2, 3, that's 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 correct. Okay, so we'll keep going. Alright. So, exit learn from this point. I'm going to go to all terms. Come on. Okay, I'm just going to pick some other topics in this thing. Watch this. Okay, I'm going to do other topics. Okay, what we got? We got some more. Where do I go to? Where I'm gonna go? Okay, where I'm going to go? This one. We'll go to this one then. I'm gonna go to this term right now. After the fall of Rome, 476 to 1300s. And I'm not going to go with the written response. I'm going to just go to multiple choice. There we go. Let's try this one. So the trying is the fall after Rome. It's medieval. That is eight. Eight correct responses. That's eight. Okay. Medieval, single unison melodic lines, somber religious chants called plaintive. Harp playing song. Gregorian chants too. When other voices are added, they move parallel to the main voice. Single unison monophonic. That is 9. Good job, Ian. Main melody in the chant. Motive. Oh, cantus firmus. Okay, that's okay. Alright. Medieval evolves from modified chant, adding additional parts against the main cantus firmus. Popular, so medieval be motet. Alright, that's 10. 10 so far. Okay, so I'm going to add 2 spaces so it gets some room. Okay. Medieval evolves from the plaintive, meaning at a second vocal line or modified chant, usually a fourth or fifth away from the melody. Counter, is it counterpoint? Organum. Okay. Medieval. Italian, duetted by a pastoral subject, other madrigals comes later. Medieval madrigal. That is 11. So we're going to make that number 11. I got it correct. Okay, late medieval new art polyphonic with unique rhythm pioneered in France by Philippe de Vitry led directly into the Renaissance popularized chanson. Art Nova? That is right. The main melody of a chant. Okay, that's cantus firmus. Don't count that one now. Alright. Medieval evolves from the plaintive, means adding a second vocal line away from the harmony. Organum. Okay. Late medieval, early Renaissance, the style of polyphonic vocal music that incorporated poetry, often about courtly love and courtly intrigue, often accompanied by a string instrument. Chanson? Chanson? That's right. Now we got a fifth one. Okay. Medieval, way to write music, do not no. Wait, medieval is literature. Is it literature based? That was another one. Guido Grasso, Italian music theorist. There are 4 line staffs in the 1000s. Evolved to 5 line staff towards the end of medieval period. Inventor of the staff. That's another one. Okay. Okay. Okay, so medieval traveling musicians and companies singing with string instruments like flutes, dulcimer, viols, and psalteries, and hurdy-gurdies. Secular music, most popular during the 1100s. Troubadour. Troubadour. Medieval poet, musicians, usually nobility, sang in Old French dialect called Dior. Oh, I think I know. Travers. Alright. Mostly vocals. When instruments used, they were woodwind, flute, pan flute, recorder strings, dulcimer, psaltery, zither, and brass sackbut. Oh, that's called run. Wait, no. Wait a minute. Excuse me. Renaissance? Medieval. Okay. Hammer dulcimer. That's that. Okay, wait. Okay, so mostly vocals with instrument use. Mid, mid, oh, it's medieval. Didn't know that one. That's okay. But since I got it the second time, I'm just gonna count it. Medievalish plot. Mountain dulcimer. Alright. Medievalish drum and instruments are flat. Zither. Medievalish like a dulcimer, but plucked by fingers or plucked up. Mandolin. Psaltery. Pioneer and the polyphonic Eon. Okay. Pianist man. Medieval pianist medicine Notre Dame School of Polyphony was associated with the art antiqua genre. Bitchery? Puritan. Okay. Puritan. Okay. Medieval female based in Germany. I think I know you. And I think I'm going to say Hildegard von Bingen. Yep. Okay. Alright. Alright. Medieval composer of Ars Novas. Master Isaac Mozart. Secret. Wait. Drew. Hey, I had that one right. Valkyrie. Medieval Punitas Manas of Puritan. Continue. Voice by pharynx. Larynx. Rehydrated. Best of voice. That one is another correct. So 1300s to 1600s. Medieval. No, Renaissance. Wait a minute. Why is that one Renaissance? Steady beat. Brr. Brr. Wait. The Renaissance. Okay. Renaissance represents poetic images, word painting, worship, Catholic, Protestant church stuff, entertain courtly people, provide music for dancing. What's the choices? Music for wait. Larynx. Okay. And the Renaissance. Music playing leisure classical. Wait, the music playing is leisure for pastime educated. Renaissance. Several solo poems set to a short poem originated in Italy in 1520. Most about love, homophonic and polyphonic textures. Secular, more unusual harmonies than the word painting. Many refrains said "bala" to fill the gaps in melody. Code naughty words, sometimes referred to as Renaissance bala songs. Renaissance Madrid. Alright. Multiple voices harmonically moving together at the same time. Multiple voices. Polyphony? Oh, no, that's not right. Multiple voices. That's you. Without instrumental accompaniment, Renaissance is the golden age for a cappella. English lyricist and singer. Renaissance composer. I know the lyricist would have to be John Dowland and it's called Full Mundane Tears. Taking a space and I'm hitting another tally if it gets right. A group of Renaissance instrumentalists playing together, whole consort, playing instruments from the same family. Zithers, dulcimers, lutes, broken consort, instruments from more than one family like lute and the flute. Like lute and flute. What can this mean? The Renaissance consort? Alright. Okay, Renaissance. Multiple homo. Alright. Okay. Renaissance composers in the 1400s wrote motets and masses for churches based on the songs of Gregorian chants. Also wrote small settings of French secular poetry. Wrote motet masses. Palestrina. Guillaume. Okay. Oh, okay. Renaissance composer in the late 1400s. Age born 2006. Okay. That would be Perez. Renaissance printer. 1501. Published the first collection of polyphonic music. Led music in printing in Europe. That's the first printing press right there. And expanded access. Prior to his printing, music had to be learned by ear, copied by hand. Ooh, shoot. Is it, I have to say, Gorget Pedagogy? Yeah, because I remember it had to go through the main people. Thanks to Dr. St. Marie and his lovely little stories in history class, all these dang questions are making absolute sense. Thank you. Renaissance, batted bow with instrument. Viola da Gamba. Had that one right. Viola, lute, or harpsichord, organ, cornets and horns, pipe, lute, lutey things, and Rob and Rebecca. Viola, lute, recorder, harpsichord, Renaissance. Okay. Medieval and later. National instruments of Afghanistan often played in India and Pakistan. Bowed or plucked, hollow body with several strings, some for melody and some for drum, proto-violin. Rob? Sitar. Sitar would have to be it. No, Raha. Oh. Medieval bowstring instrument often appears by proto-violin. That, no, we're back. Okay, I forgot these ones. Juve. Medieval and later. Oh, okay. Proto-violin. Okay, that's another one. Continue. Late Renaissance composer St. Peter's in Rome. Iconic composer of Counter-Reformation, sacred music, clear lines, variety of textures. Who are you? Late Renaissance composer Corelli? Oh, Palestrina. I could have thought that one. English. Okay, William. Wait, that one's right. (1600s to 1750s). That is called the Baroque. Italy. Composers moved through Europe. It spread to most Italy. Baroque. Alessandro Scarlatti and his son Domenico Scarlatti and Antonio Corelli, Claudio Monteverdi, and Antonio Vivaldi was the last in overlap with classical dudes like Bach. Scarlatti, again, Scarlatti, Corelli's, Monteverdi's. I think they fall under. If I'm gonna say if it's my Vivaldi would have to be part of the Baroque. Okay, English: Henry Purcell. French: Jean-Baptiste Lully and Jean-Philippe Rameau. German: George Philipp Telemann. Michael Piranha's Johann Pachelbel, George Frederick Handel, and most of the other Johann Sebastian Bach. Okay, so it's non-Italian Baroque composers? Okay. Okay, you're gonna have to create this question on me, and I know my stuff. Okay, let's see if I can tell you this answer. Bach's death in 1750. Okay, Bach's death. Okay, because Bach was sort of in between the Baroque and the classical period. So, because of Bach's death in 1750, you already have started the beginning of the classical era. So, 1750s to the 1820s puts it on the, so it's in the Baroque, which I should have answered that too. Late Renaissance, Palestrina. Oh, in the Baroque. I should have known that too. Alright, replace harpsichord, harpsichord plus string, piano forte, precursor to the piano, plus string with hammer, so complete dynamic. Because it's the influence of piano forte. Valve trumpet and violin can play more dynamic contrast. Baroque instruments? That's chorales, cantatas, and opera still popular. Instrumental music increases in popularity. Like Vivaldi's Four Seasons of Bach, Brandenburg Concerto. Baroque shows the classical form. Wait, no. What was the answer? Baroque moves. Mostly choral stuff. Okay. Started using ornamentations like trills, accitoras, appoggiaturas, mordants, and turns. ornamentation has to be Grace note places emphasis on the main note itself. Accenture Grace note places emphasis on grace note. Appoggiatura mordent chorales cantatas still open in popular instrumental music in popularity such as Vivaldi's Four Seasons. Okay. Let's see how we're doing on the time so far. Ooh. Okay. And how many seconds is it? 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 61 so far. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. 61 questions so dang far. Okay. Ornament, which is get to know, or wait, let's see, what was this one? Turning. The bass line played by low instruments like yes.